الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه وذريته أجمعين. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله، الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا حبيب الله، الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا شفيع المذنبين وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا رحمة للعالمين. Alhamdulillah, we are experiencing the blessed night of Shab-e Mi'raj, Laylatul Mi'raj, Al-Isra wal Mi'raj. And in Jumatul Mubarak khutbah, I went through the translation, brief translation of the first ayah of Surah Bani Israel, which talks about Al-Isra. And now very briefly, time only permits me to literally go through the translation of the first few ayats of Surah An-Najm, which talks about the Mi'raj of our noble Master alayhi salatu wassalam, the ascension from Masjid Al-Aqsa through the seven heavens, beyond Sidratul Muntaha, the low tree, and Arsh of Allah Rabbul Alameen, the throne of the most powerful, most majestic Lord of the universe, and then beyond the realm of time and space. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called his beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he was granted the honor of beholding his Lord and seeing his Lord. As you just heard from Hazrat Qibla Mufti Sahib, this was the dua, this was the request of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, as recorded in the noble Quran. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قَالَ لَمْ تَرَانِي وَلَكِنْ انظُرْ إِلَى الْجَبَلِ. You will not be able to see me, O Musa, but look towards the mountain. If you can sustain and if you can absorb that might and absorb that tajalli of Allah Rabbul Alameen, then soon you will see him. And Allah Rabbul Alameen preserved and reserved this honor of his vision being granted to only one individual. And as we know from ulama, from scholars, that the station of Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam, the leader of all of the angels, who comes from beyond the seven heavens, from Sidratul Muntaha to Makkatul Mukarramah and Madinatul Munawwara within an instant. Wherever the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam is, Jibreel, within an instant, he comes down. And when it was time, when Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was sacrificing Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, before the knife was able to cut the throat of Ismail alayhi salam, Sayyidina Jibreel flew down in an instant. This is his might, this is his power. And his real shape covers the entire horizon. This is the archangel Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, and only Rasulullah in the creation of Allah has seen Jibreel alayhi salam in his true form. The station of Jibreel alayhi salam is Sidratul Muntaha. And he said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I will not be able to accompany you beyond this point. So if the reality of our Master alayhi salatu wasalam was bashariyat, he would not be able to ascend from Masjid Al-Aqsa all the way through to Sidratul Muntaha. And if his essence was simply Nuraniyat, he will not be able to go beyond Sidratul Muntaha, because that is where the king and the archangel, the supreme being of Nur, stops. That's where the limit is. So the reality is that we do not know, no one except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the true essence and the true reality of our Master alayhi salatu wasalam. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who he is, and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows his reality. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with this particular miracle. And even as Qibla Mufti Sahib was saying, it is even difficult to translate this event. Surah An-Najm is one of the most difficult translations in the Noble Quran. It is just signs and signals and nothing beyond that. Because this is a secret miracle. This is the station of our noble master Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. No prophet and Nabi alayhi wasallam can go close to his noble status. Such is his status. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and I will finish with literally the translation. One najmi idha hawa. One najmi idha hawa. By the oath of the shining star. And most people get stuck when they say the shining star. Does it mean the shining star when it falls, when the angels protect the skies from shayateen? And we know that the shining stars is a sign by which the shayateen are hit and they are led astray from the skies, because the skies are sealed and protected from the shayateen. But here the only translator who was able to capture the beauty was Ala Hazrat Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi. He says this star, this one najm is no ordinary star. This star is our Master alayhi salatu wasalam. One najmi idha hawa. By the oath of the beloved shining star Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he descended from Mi'raj. And his descent is even more miraculous. His descent is even more miraculous than his ascension, because you can understand him ascending towards his Lord, but him from seeing everything to descend down to us, to his ummah, is a greater miracle. How did he come down from such heights, and when he remembered us down to this earth amongst us, and he resides in Madinatul Munawwarah, his descent is even more amazing than his ascent. One najmi idha hawa. Ma dhalla sahibukum wa ma ghawa. Your companion alayhi salatu wasalam, the beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, has not strayed, nor was he misled. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, at no point was he led astray, at no point was he misled. And the people who falsely translate the ayah of the noble Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى, again the only mufassir who captures the beauty is Allah Hazrat, when he says, and he found you profoundly engrossed in his love. ضَالًّا means profoundly engrossed in his love. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphatically says, مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ وَمَا غَوَى. Your companion has never at any point in his life has been astray, nor was he misled. Because what he is about to tell you about Mi'raj, it is not a fabrication. This is the true story. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts and he says that this companion of yours, this master of yours, he does not say anything which is away from the straight path. In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then says, وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. In fact, he does not say anything of his own desire. He has submitted his desire to the desire of Allah Rabbul Alameen. In huwa illa wahyun yuha. It is not but revelation which has been sent upon him. And Mufassirin Kiram, they state that وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. It mentions how immersed Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is in giving up his desires, his own person, and being fana in the zat of Allah Rabbul Alameen. That he don't have any desires of his own. He does not even say anything from his own desire. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Everything the Master alayhi salatu wasalam says is a revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَىٰ. The one who is extremely mighty, the powerful, has taught him. And again, Mufassirin Kiram, some of them do not capture the essence that how can Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam be the teacher of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam when Allah says Ar-Rahman wa 'allama al-Quran. It is Rahman who has taught the Quran, not Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam. He brought the Quran, but he did not teach the Quran to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Shadidul Quwa is who? Allah Rabbul Alameen. Dhu Mirrah. Then the manifestation Fastawa, in intended وَهُوَ بِالْأُفُقِ الْأَعْلَى, and he, the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was on the horizon of the uppermost heaven. This is a beautiful commentary by one of the commentators, that وَهُوَ بِالْأُفُقِ الْأَعْلَى, that is where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was at the highest point of creation when he saw Allah Rabbul Alameen. Allah Rabbul Alameen's Jalwa, the manifestation, came close. And the example they give is, somebody says, I saw the moon on my roof. It doesn't mean that the roof came down, the roof was so high that the moon was in front of it. No, it means that you stand at the edge of creation and the moon is so far and beyond, it is as if the moon came to the person on the roof. وَهُوَ بِالْأُفُقِ الْأَعْلَى. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ascended. ثُمَّ دَنَا فَتَدَلَّى. Then the manifestation, the Jalwa of Allah Rabbul Alameen came close. فَتَدَلَّى, and then he became increasingly close towards his beloved sallallahu alayhi wasallam. فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى. So the distance remaining between the manifestation of Allah Rabbul Alameen's Jalwa and his beloved was only 2 arms length, 2 bows length, rather even less. فَأَوْحَى إِلَىٰ عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى. Now he revealed to his servant whatever he revealed. Again, this shows you the status of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his closeness to Allah Rabbul Alameen, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not reveal what he revealed to the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then the ayats go on, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you dispute that he saw Allah Rabbul Alameen. وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ نَزْلَةً أُخْرَى. He saw him 2 times. عند سدرة المنتهى عندها جنة المأوى. And beautifully, I will finish on this point. When you look at a majestic vision, when you look at, you cannot even imagine the vision of Allah Rabbul Alameen. And there is one part of your being is full of desire, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most beautiful. And then the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam was immersed in looking at the beauty, so you can't take your eyes off. And on the other hand, the majesty, the respect, the honor of Allah Rabbul Alameen demands that you lower your gaze. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala beautifully describes مَا زَاغَ الْبَصَرُ وَمَا طَغَى. مَا زَاغَ الْبَصَرُ وَمَا طَغَى. The eyes of the beloved sallallahu alayhi wasallam did not turn aside nor exceed the limit. They did not go astray from the vision, nor did they exceed the limit, exceed the boundaries. لَقَدْ رَآ مِنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِ الْكُبْرَى. Indeed, he saw the greatest signs of his Lord. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed the greatest signs of his creation. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not reveal what those greatest signs are. So Mi'raj is a reflection, a very small glimpse of the noble status of our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. And I will finish about Ru'yat. And there is 2 sets of ulama, but Imam Hazrat Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he says Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw Allah Rabbul Alameen. And one of the great 4 imams of fiqh, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, he used to say that I believe in the call of Ibn Abbas that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw Allah Rabbul Alameen. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam saw Allah Rabbul Alameen, and he used to keep saying it until he was out of breath. This is our aqidah. This is our noble master alayhi salatu wasalam. And I will finish on this. We all say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. This is how you enter Islam. Ashhadu an la ilaha. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah Rabbul Alameen. But you ask the entire creation of Allah Rabbul Alameen, have you seen Allah Rabbul Alameen? You ask Jibreel Ameen, have you seen Allah Rabbul Alameen? On whose testification, on whose shahada are you saying Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah? And the entire creation will say, we are saying this on the shahada of the Shahid Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is the one who says Allah is one. We believe Allah is one because our testification is based on his testification. Our shahada is based on his shahada. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.